and welcome to Storytime with Jocelyn this week. This week, Jocelyn and I are out of town. That we're going to post this, but we're not actually out of town right yet. It'll be posted next week. So we thought we'd do something special because we're going on a road trip. So we're going to actually be doing sort of a game, something really cool. And we're going to be doing it from a book called Pick Your Own Path on the Oregon Trail. And it's based off of the 1980s. Yes, I said 1980s Oregon Trail game on the PC or the Mac. So I thought this is really cute. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to go on an Oregon Trail, just like Jocelyn and I are going to be on a road trip next week. So here we go. We are going to begin on the map of the Oregon Trail, and it's a guide through the territories to the north and to the west. And we're going to be going by covered wagon. Jocelyn's excited. Here we go. We are going to turn the page to start. Yeah. You ready, mamas? All right. You are about to embark on a wild journey as one of the 400,000 adventurous pioneers who are trekking west between 1841 and 1870, Jocelyn. You will be traveling roughly 2,000 miles along the Oregon Trail from Independence, Missouri to the Oregon Territory. But it won't be easy. Your trek will be fraught with many dangers, bad weather, dangerous animals, and dishonest people. And dysentery are just the few challenges that can cut your trip pretty short. Be prepared, stay determined, and listen to others, and read the survival guide on the next page. It must and it will save your life. Will you survive the calamities that await you on the Oregon Trail? We will find out, Joss. This is the survival guide to the Oregon Trail. Your 10-foot-long covered wagon pulled by oxen will carry all of your supplies and belongings for your new life in the Oregon Territory. There won't be room to ride in it, so you'll have to walk beside it. Ration your food. You will need 200 pounds per person, Jocelyn. My goodness. Mainly flour, bacon, sugar, cornmeal, fat, beans, rice, vinegar, baking soda, and citric acid. You ever wonder how they did that? Was it an orange or something? I don't know. Pack your essential building, farming, and wagon repair tools. There are many storms to weather on the trail. Choose how you spend your money wisely. You don't want to reach Oregon City completely broke. These will be the dangers that we're going to encounter, Jocelyn. Sickness, cholera, and dysentery are deadly diseases that can kill a person within one day. Cook food thoroughly. Well done. Sometimes we don't. And boil drinking water. You know why we boil the drinking water? Because nasty. Gotta clean it. Starvation and dehydration. Ration and preserve your food with care. Jocelyn, hunting and gathering isn't always a guarantee on the road of the trail. Make sure you stock up on clean water as often as possible. Crossing rivers. Crossing any river is difficult for a heavy wagon chock full of supplies. Remember to chock your wagon well. Additionally, some riverbeds can be muddy. Wagon wheels can sink in deep and get stuck. Jocelyn, these are the animals that we're going to encounter on the Oregon Trail. Beware of predators like bears, snakes, and coyotes that can hurt you and your livestock. Don't startle the bison. You could be easily trampled in a stampede. And then you'll encounter dishonest people. The trail is riddled with bandits and deception traders, folks just looking to harm you and take your goods. Jocelyn, be sure to always be on your guard. And then we might encounter some bad weather. Sudden thunderstorms, snowstorms, and even avalanches can damage our wagons, destroy our food and our livestock, and result in sickness and even death if we're not prepared. Those are the dangers that we can encounter on the Oregon Trail. So, this is how we play this book. Pick our answer below and follow the colored lines. You'll see the tabs, they're different colors, so we'll follow the lines of whatever answer we may answer, or whatever trail we want to continue on. So, the line will lead you to the tab and turn to that corresponding page to continue on the same path. We've got big decisions to make. Pioneer, Jocelyn, are you ready to start to trek your west with your wagon, Joss? Let's giddy up and follow the path. Now, it says right here if we want to hit the trail or no, we're not ready. Now, I don't think we should say, no, we're not ready, because we're going to end it really quickly. It says that a rattlesnake will bit, slow poke heels, and your very short journey will end here. So I don't think we're going to choose that choice. So we don't want to get stuck by a snake. Yes. So we're going to continue on and follow the green tab. So here we go. It's 1848. You are traveling with your mother, your father, your sister, and brother, and you all can't wait to start your new life out west. As wagon train captains, you lead your 10-wagon train on the Oregon Trail from Independence, Missouri, all the way to Oregon City. Remember, it's your job, Jocelyn, to make sure that everyone gets to Oregon City safely. Be careful, be prepared, and choose wisely. Are you ready for the Oregon Trail? Go forth and blaze a trail. West ho! So it's March 16th, 1848, Jocelyn. The sky is clear and your wagon train is eager to start on the trail. Do you want to leave now in March or wait until May to join up with more wagons to collect some more supplies? What do you think? Jocelyn, should we wait for more supplies or should we get started? Now think about it. If we wait, we might catch snow in the winter because our wagon will take a while to get there if we start in May. But if we give it a couple of months earlier, we may make it quicker before the winter starts. So what do you think? Are we leaving now or are we waiting to have more supplies? Jocelyn wants to go in May, so we're going to get more supplies. So we are leaving in May. So we're going to follow the yellow. And here we go. It's a smooth ride to Big River Crossing until we see that your water supply turned green. Should you turn back to restock or keep going? We can't live without water. Jocelyn can't live without water. So I think even though we left a little later, we need to turn back to restock. So we're going to follow, see here we are, we're going to follow the blue. We're going to turn back and we are at the Big River Crossing. So you continue toward Big River Crossing after you get clean water. Get those oxen moving, partner. You're 2 weeks behind schedule, Jocelyn. Oh my goodness. So we're turning the page and following the path. It is May 30th and we've traveled 185 miles. You reach Big River Crossing. Due to summer flooding, the river is too high to ford. Should you chalk the wagon or find food? Jocelyn, what do you think? Should we just if we find food, we might give a little time for the river to go down a little bit. Or do we want to cut the wagon because we're behind? What do you think? I think we should find a little bit of food. So we're going to find food. Got bacon? So we're going to follow this orange line down to the bottom. You forage for food. Look, it's a berry bush. You start to eat them. But it's not long before a snake lashes out at you. You run for dear life, but with no food for your wagon train, you catch your breath and keep looking. Hiss. So we have to go back. We have to follow this line and go back. Never give up. Over the hill, you find a large herd of bison and take one down. Yeah! With full bullies, your wagon train continues to the river crossing. Oh no, your wagon starts to leak as soon as you launch them into the water. Oh goodness, Jocelyn. So we've got to follow this green. See, we're down here. We got the bison and the food, but we got to follow this green and go back. A passing wagon train kindly sells you patches to stop the leaks. Yes, Jocelyn, look, Ma, no more water in the wagons. So that means we're going to follow the purple. Pew! Wipe your forehead. You made it across the river. Now we continue to Fort Laramie. So we're going to follow the blue. We crossed the river, and now we're going to follow the blue onto the trail. Aha! It is July 2nd. We have traveled 640 miles. When you reach Fort Laramie, you need to restock supplies. Should you hunt for food nearby or trade with local merchants? Now, trading, sometimes we may lose some of the supplies we may need in the future, but we may gain something that we actually need. Or if we hunt, we can just get some fresh meat, but sometimes that meat we have to salt it. Salting it makes it last longer. So what do you think, Jocelyn? Should we hunt? No? Okay, Jocelyn's telling me we need to trade. So we are going to follow this teal color. Or teal green, I can't really tell. So we're gonna go and follow this. You trade at the fort. Later on, you find a herd of antelope on the plains, but they flee when you're startled by a gun misfire. Your stomach rumbles, and you continue on for what feels like forever. So we're hungry now. So I guess we didn't really trade for any food. So we're following this blue line, and we are on our way. It is July 18, Jocelyn, and we've traveled 932 miles. You go through South Pass, and you stop to gather buffalo chips for a fire. It's a cold night, and you don't have many blankets. Should you use them all to make a roaring fire or save some for later? What do you think? We're going to need them for the winter since we left a little late. So maybe we should save some for later, right? So I think we're going to light the fire with maybe 1 or 2 blankets and save some. So we're going to follow this lighter green color. Aha! It is August 4th. And we have traveled 1,258 miles, Jocelyn, and we have reached Fort Hall. But you don't have enough money to buy more than a little flour. You hope you can find game to hunt later on. What do you think? I hope we do too. We got to go hunting, Jocelyn. So we're going to follow along so we can maybe find some buffalo. We're going to follow along on this yellow orangish color. Mustard yellow, I think. All right. It is August 20th. And we have traveled, Jocelyn, 1,440 miles. You encounter a bad thunderstorm at Snake River Crossing. You decide to Either stop the wagons in single file to ford the river, or you continue on through the storm, or you corral the wagon train, which means we stop for a while. So do we stop in the thunderstorm, or do we continue on through the storm, Jocelyn, or are we going to ford the river? What do you think? Honestly, I think we should corral the wagon train. Maybe we should get to know some of our people that is with us, which we should have already done. We've been going about 1,400 miles, so we should have met some of our people. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and corral. So we're going to go and follow the yellow. Ah! Your wagon is struck by lightning and catches fire. Wind blows the fire to the rest of the surrounding corralled wagon train. The end. Well, Jocelyn, we didn't make it to the Oregon Trail. That's so sad, isn't it? But you know what? We're gonna go back because we're gonna make it in this video. So, where were we? We corralled. Let's not corral this time. Let's continue through the storm because sometimes it may help just to speed on through. So we're going to follow the pink line instead. So we are going to make it, even if we have to cheat. Aha! So here we go. You take heavy damage overall, but the storm passes by. Jocelyn, we stop at the Barlow's Gate, but 3 families can't afford the tow. Should you move on without them or help them pay their toll to stay together? Jocelyn, we're going to be our Christian and nice folks, and we're going to help pay their toll. We're going to be broke, but at least we stay together. So we're going to follow the mustard yellow orange color. I believe it's orange. Just as I suspected, you're short on money, but you're stronger together. Yeah! You descend the treacherous steep Lauren Hill and you continue on toward Oregon City. So we're going to follow this line. September 28th, 1848. It's been a long road, but your wagon train has stuck it out as a team, and we have all reached Oregon City together. We did it! And we made it before the winter. We have traveled 2,000 miles from Independence, Missouri, and have made it to Oregon City. Yay, Jocelyn! So, I hope you enjoyed picking your own path on the Oregon Trail. We sure did. We had a good time, even though we had to cheat just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's what's fun about it. So, I hope that everyone's having a great week, and we will see you back in Houston next week with a special edition from where we'll be at. And we'll also be posting another video on Friday. So we're going to have 2 videos next week. We'll see you later, and God bless.